welcome back to the program. We want to welcome from Wellness in the Woods, Leslie Coretti. Thank you for joining us on the program. How are you?
Fantastic.
And busy, and very busy.
And very busy.
We have a lot to talk. July is packed. There's a lot of wellness to be had in July.
Yes.
So tomorrow you guys have a Nordic pole walking event going on.
Yes. That's with Dr. Jared, and he'll be giving not only demonstrations but a video and showing 33 different methods of using the poles at home.
And people have seen those. They kind of like almost look like ski poles. So people kind of assist in walking, help your stride, balance, and all those kinds of things.
Definitely.
And that's going on at Clubhouse 7 tomorrow, July 13th. And it's going to be, what time is it going to be at?
I think it's 10 to 12.
10 to 12, okay. So Dr. Jared's going to be there telling people how to use that. And so have you tried Nordic pole walking yourself?
I have. And actually, you do get a great exercise, and it is a lot of fun. I prefer doing it like on the grass, climbing up like parks. I just walk around the edges, and it's really cool.
If you can do a little bit more adventurous trails instead of the straight flat ones, I imagine it's kind of a great way to like make sure you have your good footing and your balance and those kinds of things too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Helps you get out there and gets you in places maybe you can't always get to without those. So nice idea. So tell me about Blue Zones. You guys are going to be hosting a luncheon that's coming up on July 20th.
Right. That is going to be exceptional. We have Dr. Sears coming, which is a great lifestyle doctor. And what we're doing is every single month we are testing, self-testing and virtual testing for cognitive and overall health. In between the luncheon and the speakers, we do all of these things, and we kind of measure. This particular month, I think we're showing a short video on Costa Rica, which has a blue zone there, and every month we choose a different area in the world where people are living to be 100 plus.
Okay. So explain to folks who don't know the concept, but what are we talking about when we talk about blue zones?
Blue zones are areas where people live not only to 100 or more, but they have a community, they interact with each other, they have special things that they eat, and so we'll be covering all of the different aspects of the blue zone. Okay.
Now, would we consider Laguna Woods Village here kind of a blue zone in terms of all the clubs and on the network and the connectivity we have here?
We're trying to create one.
Okay.
Because it takes a little bit of intention.
Okay. So what are some of the steps that would have to happen for Laguna Woods Village to become a blue zone, kind of be able to recognize as that?
It would take a lot because we're very big. So it means that everyone would be not just going to clubs and doing activities, but we would all be healthy. We would be enjoying life. We would not be stuck in our homes by ourselves.
Okay.
We would be interacting with each other on a regular basis.
Okay.
So that's one of the key things that is very important, is social interaction. And not just talking to somebody, but actually having like a friend or someone who's almost considered to be like your family, even if they're not your real family.
Okay.
That you can be with, that you can talk with.
A genuine connectivity in the community that's going on, right?
Yes.
And so can there be mini blue zones in some areas? Is those things that can be developed in some spots and to kind of maybe grow and expand out the zone?
Yes, that's what we're looking at.
Okay.
There is one blue zone here in California.
Okay.
And it is in Loma Linda. And it's not the whole city of Loma Linda, but it is just one area. So yes, we can create one within Laguna Woods. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to grow from a small group of people out.
Does it have a lot to do with the mental health of being connected to people and being in a community and having that interaction that really helps people with their longevity as well?
That definitely helps with the longevity. So we're talking social, we're talking the type of food they're eating, and then one of the most important things is their mindset. Are they doing something that they love?
Okay, yeah. And part of that can be, getting out there in the community and finding those connections and making those connections and finding those things that they love and having groups to do that together with, right?
Right, exactly. I mean, it could be horseback riding.
Right.
With a group of people, or it could be playing tennis, You know, it doesn't matter, but it's something that you love and that you're passionate about.
And when you find that community, then you make those connections there because you have that commonality, right?
Right.
Okay, well, sounds exciting. I look forward to that on July 20th. I want to make sure people know 9:45 the door is open. You have to RSVP to you, Leslie, at 949-254-4663. There we go. and it sounds like it's going to be a great event, and folks can look forward to that, right?
Yeah.
10 to 1, $5 at the door, and make sure the RSVP is in there. You got another thing coming up, and that's a fun one we got going on. It's going to be kind of a clothes exchange going on.
We call it a swapping shopping day.
Swapping shopping day? Okay.
Yes. We've been doing this annually. It's a benefit for Laura's House, for battered women. And basically, people can bring any type of items, costume, jewelry, hats, scarves, clothes, clean and in good condition. And let's say, for instance, you bring 10 items, you can take away 5.
Okay.
So
you're leaving more than you came with.
Right. So
what
we're doing is we have 10 items. 5 of them are exchanged. 5 of them go to Laura's house.
Okay. And that sounds like a fun event right there. You're bringing some stuff, but also
you will not believe the fun that we have.
Are you going to have are there going to be changing booths available for people to kind of go in there and try things on? Or are you just kind of holding it up and figuring it out?
Most people are holding it up, but there is the bathrooms. Of course, some people really think, oh, I'm not sure about this. They'll take it and try it on.
Okay.
But
have you had some wild? Have you taken away some wild stuff in the past?
Oh, I have. I mean, seriously. Everyone who comes finds one treasure.
Okay.
Yes.
One man's trash is another man's treasure. That's
yes.
as they say.
Yes.
So we got tops, dresses, pajamas, hats, handbags, shoes. So it doesn't even have to be clothes. It can be like, accessories as well.
Oh, yeah, accessories, especially things like hats, scarves. Shoes, we're not taking shoes this year simply because they're not taking shoes. So we don't want to collect things that we just have to throw away.
Right. And and let's talk about Laura's house for just a second. When women end up at a shelter, they're usually escaping something that very bad in the domestic violence, and they don't often leave with they don't get the opportunity to pack up because they don't want their abuser to know that they're leaving. So they leave with the clothes on their back, and that's it. Sometimes they're bringing children in the same circumstances. So this is genuinely a benefit here, right?
Yes, definitely. We've been doing this now for 6 or 7 years. And I know the residents love it because it helps the residents here who can't get out as much and do shopping, and they can exchange their things and get new things. Or like you said, one man's trash is another man's treasure. But it's a fabulous event, and we all love shopping.
Yeah, and I'm guilty. I'm certainly guilty of buying things and then not wearing them, and it is one of those things where I go, have I worn this in the past 6 months? Do I even want this? So, it's good opportunity.
You can bring your things too, because some people they actually have their spouses that have passed, or they just have too many clothes, and they do bring them. And they do go to Laura's house because Laura's house now has a section for men as well. Yeah,
and obviously that's one there too. But I think the majority probably what they need are women clothes. But yes, men do escape abuse. It's not as talked about as much as it is for women, but men do escape that as well. Yeah. And what a great cause! How did you find Laura's house? How long have you guys been associated with them?
Oh, like 10 years.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, like 10 years. I personally was shopping there, and they said, there were little things like if you'd like to have an event to support us, so we started doing that. And the ladies, if I don't do it, they call me. When are we doing this?
I've got stuff to go. And it sounds like a fun day from 10 to 2, right?
Yes.
So tell people, also you want donations as well, or welcoming those as well?
Yes. If someone doesn't want to come and swap, at all, they can just donate, and we have people that will go around and pick them up the week before the event. And men's clothes, women's clothes, any type of costume jewelry. Even if you have only one earring and not 2, that's okay, because they have ladies there that create other things with them.
Sure, absolutely. And some people wear multiple holes here and then one hole on this side. So everybody has their own style. Sounds like it's going to be a fun time. Laguna Woods Ladies' Day Clothes Exchange. It's swapping, it's trading, it's a fun time. Pick up some great stuff. Leslie Coretti from Wellness in the Woods, thank you so much for joining us. Great stuff. You're very busy. I can tell. Lots going on. And of course, watch Wellness in the Woods right here on Laguna Woods Television too. So you're also a TV star here in the community. Wow. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back with Sports Corner. Stay with us.